famous
absolutely
Jaguar
amazing.
radio
She's
program.
got this.
You know how you do it.
Where am I at here?
Broadcasting live from Hutchinson, Kansas.
Well, I'm sitting here with a linguist. I had no idea. I love you, but I didn't know that you were a wordsmith.
Call Jiggy right now. 267-20-JIGGY.
Hey, Jiggy, what's happening, man? Reminds me of that David Bowie song. Jiggy play guitar. It's a great name, man. Thanks for being on the show.
Presenting.
I'm Mike Massey, and you can catch me on Jiggy Jag TV and see a few of my tricks.
Gotta love
Thank you very much.
technology.
Jaguar.
I never knew what freedom was until I saw you lose yours.
There we go. You gotta love technology. I just wish we'd go back to the typewriter. That's what I've been trying to get figured out. It is the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program. We're live today at am247.com. iHeartRadio as well. I just feel like it's such an effort sometimes to do a show. Hell of a deal. And we have got in studio. There we are. I have to do 5 different things today because we're gonna try this Facebook Live stuff again. And because people just love the Facebook Live. I don't know why. They love the Facebook Live. We're also broadcasting, of course, on the usual on the networks and all the shenanigans that we usually do. Something that I found out just today, within the last 30 minutes, we'll say, is I gotta figure something out because Ustream. Oh, you gotta love Ustream. Well, Ustream has decided, kids, to change the way they do that you can't use the free broadcaster anymore on Ustream. You have to pay for Ustream. And Ustream to me, it's just not that big of a deal to this operation, to this program. So we are not going to be paying for Ustream. So I don't know what we're doing. We're live on Facebook. Rusty Nutz is in the process of fixing some headphones. We had some rappers here last week. And of course, when I have the rappers come in, rappers always have to move things around for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they do. They love doing it. And or at least today we've got actual musicians and bands. Not to say that rappers aren't musicians, but guys who play a guitar, guys who guys who know what's going on. Well, you're not really gonna need the headphones unless you want to be able to hear yourself in the mics while you're playing. So. That's and we are live. We're gonna try this Ustream thing.
I can hear you.
I've got you. You're too damn tall. You're just too damn tall, brother. And we've got Rusty Nutz in the building. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm just trying to make my way out of South Hutch to get over here.
That's right. It's the world of the GPS. Now, Rusty Nutz has become within the little world of regional and indie musicians that come through Hutchinson, especially in this studio. They have Rusty Nutz has become sort of like a Kevin Bacon, 6 degrees of Rusty Nutz. We have,
and none of them are pregnant.
We have Rusty Nutz poster on the wall over there by the couch, and then Sex Knuckle in here a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, something like that. And they had your dog with them, and then Jason the Punk next. I know are going to be through. Here very soon again.
Yeah, probably 16th or 17th.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, so we've got that, and then we've got you, and introduce.
This is Christoph Murdoch from
Christoph
Norman, Oklahoma.
Murdoch.
Yeah.
I like that guitar.
Good friend of ours traveling up here. I said,
This is my ego.
This is your ego. That's awesome.
I said, everybody said, come up to do these shows with me because it's Labor Day weekend. Everybody's out of town, and we ain't got shit to do, so let's cause a ruckus. Let's fuck some shit up while everybody's out of town.
While we're out of town. While everybody's out of town, we're going to cause some trouble. And thanks for listening today here on our world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program. We're going to do a good 30 minutes to an hour here with Rusty, Nutz, and Christoph. I love this guitar you have, sir. This is fantastic. It's I just don't know what to say.
As he shines it.
As he shines it. That's right.
I was just looking at all the sweat stains on it. It's just like dripping down.
You could clone him off of that guitar.
You could clone him off the guitar.
I sweated a lot.
We'll just put you in the cloner, as they say. And, we are live on Ustream. We're live on Facebook for whatever the hell that means. Let's see. We are live on iHeartRadio and AM/FM 24/7. I believe this will also make it onto Red Nation Radio as well. It is a fun afternoon, and if you're listening to us live on the 3rd of September, you guys are going to be at the Rusty Neal tonight.
Yes, tonight.
Getting
One night only.
One night only. Getting it in where you fit in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, how does this work? You guys, does he go first and then you go after,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
are you guys both up there at the same time?
No, we were actually contemplating that last night, having the same drummer, and us both playing different songs at the same time to the same drum beat. But that didn't work out. It ended up being a woman's nightmare. So we're gonna take individual sets.
He vetoed that on us. The sound said, no way.
Christoph is gonna go up about 10 o'clock, and then I want to come on about 11.
That's cool.
And do some shit. It's actually my first solo tour back east. You know, I've been touring the East Coast by myself, and then I've been with the Punk Necks for about almost 2 years now. And so this is my Rust Nuts. I'm all naked tour because I ain't got nobody to fucking back me up, and I ain't got Jason's mouth to keep me from causing my own shit.
Now, how has this tour been now that you guys just been out doing your thing?
It's been great. It's been great. I've entered the world of comedy for what that's worth. You know, people are like, oh, he sings songs about Jesus and down to fuck. He must be comedy. He can't be serious. Not that it's comedy. No, I had my first taste of the comedy nightlife. I did a couple shows with these girls called the Reformed Whores out of New York, right? And what I didn't realize is that they were reformed.
They were Reformed whores.
And they go, Russell, we're gonna have to let you off the tour, man. You're getting too dark on us talking about truckers butt fucking, and these people. They were like, these people in the front row. They spent extra money to be up front. And they're all walking out on your set to go fucking smoke cigarettes and not coming back.
Not coming back.
They're like, you're going a little too dark for us. So that was my first intro into comedy. You're too dark.
You're too dark.
And I go,
wow.
I'm just telling you the truth, man. My dad was a trucker. I saw a lot of trucker sex, drugs, and used to feed the hookers. We called them lot lizards back then.
Yes. Lot lizards.
He'd always feed them a peanut butter sandwich, and so I got to talk to them a lot. They were like my second moms.
So basically, what's going on is it's like music and comedy this evening.
Well, yeah, it's just me taking up a lot of them in between the songs.
Now, are you promoting any new music? Are you out there? You have a new CD or anything?
Hell no. I'm still on the first year of Trail of Beers. It'll be out for a year. In August last month.
Yeah.
It would have been out for a year. So I got a new CD that I'm getting ready to do. We're getting ready to go out to L.A. and cut a CD with Noah Disher from Fishbone. He's going to produce my record. Yeah, and so it's going to be called Transgeo.
Transgeo.
You know, I've been not trying to make fun of it, but I'm from Asheville, North Carolina, and we have It's one of them real PC towns where they're like, oh, well, you got to have separate bathrooms. What do you mean we can't use your bathroom? What do you mean you don't understand? We're going to make you understand by re-education. I'm like, y'all sound like a bunch of Nazis to me. But so I kind of it's like a stab at that whole awareness thing, because I'm on the boat with it, you know.
I'm on the boat with it.
I definitely am on it. If you whatever you want to do, that's your thing. But at the point where you try to have to make me understand or re-educate me, then we have a problem. You know what I mean? Like
we have a problem.
You know, that's what it's about. So I'm doing this whole tour with my Geo Storm. I got this 93 Geo Storm, and it's been slowly converting itself into a Trans Am. and who am I to stop it from becoming a Trans Am?
That's right.
And so the Trans Geo tour, that's going to be the next record. I'm filling this. Got this Geo and for $500, and I spray painted it black, and I'm gonna start putting stickers on it like a NASCAR. And
I had an old Ford Ranger I did that with.
Yeah.
I didn't spray paint it black, but I was putting stickers all over it.
Yeah, and it's transitioning into a Trans Am because it didn't like being a Geo. It was born a Geo and identifies as a Trans Am.
Now, okay, you're out on this tour. You guys have been crisscrossing. What, the United States, East Coast, West Coast, middle of...
well, not quite the West Coast yet. We always get stuck in Kansas. It's like a little Tornadoville.
Yes.
You know, Kansas has been really good to me. You know, I like to...
well, we had that earthquake this morning.
Oh, my God. I stood up and I said...
I don't know where you guys were this morning, but that went out.
It was about 5:30 this morning. I woke me up and the house is shaking. I stand up and stand in the doorway because that's what they told us to do.
Yeah.
You know? And I go, well, shit ain't coming off the walls. I'm going back to sleep. I mean, if it, you know, I looked to go, I said, is the air conditioner falling out of the window? Oh, well, it's not that bad. I'm going back to sleep.
It's not like the Commando 8 in Seinfeld where it fell out and hit the dog.
Yeah.
No.
Mine was more like the Happy Gilmore where they knocked it out, knocked it on the lady at the retirement home.
That's right. So you guys have been tell me about some of the different experiences, some different interesting people or interesting things that have been going on while you've been out.
Oh man, like it's
doing your thing.
It's been great, you know. We toured Texas this last time. Texas is really cool, you know. I thought that the college kids, you know, had been turned off by, you know, the punk necks. You know, we try to be real with these guys, and it's a real PC world. And what I'm finding out is that here recently, it's not as PC as it used to be. You know, they're getting out of this. They're getting out of this thing. And
yes,
we were in Lubbock, Texas, man, and we a big crowd, about 400 college kids, and we're playing for them. And this big guy, about 7 foot tall, comes spinning around. And right as I'm singing Trail of Beers, I was down at the truck stop Rape Shack. He fucking falls out, hits the speaker, slides off. He's cold out on the floor. They drum out the door. We didn't even miss a beat. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. The response team was there.
They had a response team. They were ready to go.
It's like this guy, they knew falling out. I mean, the ambulance had him and they were gone within 3 minutes. And that, you know, I think that's really cool. You know, taking care of these kids, getting them real fucked up.
Getting them ready
for the real world. They got a free ride. They're gonna get him taken care of. But it's been real cool. We haven't had a lot of problems. Sometimes
You haven't had anybody get cross with you?
No, it's
had to go back to back and fight your way out of something.
It's actually been really cool, man. Like the last couple of years have been really cool because what I was telling Christoph this last night, I go, you go into these real hipster towns, and when I first started doing this, they'd get mad at me for singing these songs down the fuck, or I sell my or sell pussy for cash and shit like that, and they would get really mad at me. So what I was doing was give them a kind of an intro to the song.
Give them an intro to the song.
Kind of like explaining it to them so that and kind of give them a backstory so that if they get mad at me, then they're the asshole. You know, be like, this is a really heartfelt song, and you're going to be mad at me because of my artistic ability, and you're the asshole if you fucking hate this.
That's right.
And I've been able to play a lot more PC hipster crowds because I explained some kind of a reasoning behind the song before I get there, so that they feel like they're the asshole if they get mad. That really works out. It's been real good.
We've got Rusty Nutz, Christoph. I love that. Still love that guitar, man, with the logos and everything. What are you, like 7'1"?
I'm only 6'7".
Ah, he's almost 6'7".
Yeah, I'm a shorty.
He's an inch over Hogan. He's probably not a racist like Hogan.
No, he's silly, man. I don't know. Are you?
Just against white people.
Okay, well, that'll work. That'll work. That'll do. And, if you want to check us out on Facebook, if you're a radio listener, we are live on Facebook right now. We're also live on the app, jiggyjaguar.us, or download it in the app stores. And watch us live right now in studio with Rusty Nutz. And I just find this just amazing. How the hell did Sex Knuckle end up with your dog? I never got a chance to ask them that over here. They just kept saying, "Oh, we've taken Rusty Nutz's dog," and I'm like, "What?"
It's actually a funny story. Well, when I first moved to Asheville, I needed a place to stay, so I moved into their driveway. So I was living.
Okay.
I was living in their driveway in my RV, and it ended up to where I just kept going on tour, and I always have to get the dog from them. Always, I come home from work, they got my dog. I always had to go in the house and get the goddamn dog and bring the dog outside. And eventually, the dog stopped wanting to go outside, so it became their dog. And I think it's cool that I always say my dog's on tour. And they're like, "What do you mean?" Well, she's taken care of. She does her own thing. I do my own thing. It's like a marriage, It's like.
Well, they said they really liked your dog, and I thought about keeping it.
Well, actually, I just went up to North Dakota actually a couple weeks ago to see them, and I didn't come back with the dog.
Because they really, when they were here, they were like, "Can we bring the dog in?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't care." And they were like, "Well, it's Rusty Nutz's dog." And I'm like, "What? How does he?"
That's how I keep tabs on people, man. I leash it with people so I know that I can keep tabs with them. Like, you can't get away from me if you've got something that I own. Like, there's no way to break away.
No.
And I think that's how that 6 degree thing works, is that I've actually plotted that out rather nicely. I always leave something in somebody's car, my dog, my wife, just kids, leave something somewhere.
Left his kids with us.
That somebody's going to have to take care of. And so every time they have to feed this thing, they go, "God damn it, Rusty Nuts." So I'm always in their mind.
You're always there.
And I think that's what keeps me going at night.
It keeps you going. Well, so this evening, Christoph starts things, and then you do your thing. And so what, are you guys playing maybe an hour a piece? Or?
Yeah, I think hour to 45 to an hour.
That's cool.
Set. with this new thing, I've kind of had to, with playing with Jason and the Punk Necks a lot. There's no set list. There's no nothing.
The only thing I know that they're gonna do is the pirate song, and everything else is just out the
right.
window.
And it's like it could be a 15-minute set. It could be a 3-hour set. And what I've had to do is kind of condense my own stuff because I was so used to just free, for lack of better word, freeballing it while I was up there, and so I've kind of condensed it to where I kind of got an idea of what I'm gonna do, what stories I had to, get my stories together to tell these, to move more into the comedy area, and but it was actually really cool to be with the Punk Necks because they trained me to not have to worry about it. I was telling Christoph last night, I was like, when I get on stage, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't even think about songs. Yeah. I don't even think about it. I just get real fucking high.
Well, you're in the round to do that, sir.
I get real fucking high. I get up there, I blank
I got
out.
some rappers I can introduce you to before you get going this evening.
Well, you might need to because I'm sober the motherfucker.
Okay. I'll get on the phone and call my boy Ski Rock and the rest of them, and they will point you in the right direction.
Look, dude, I didn't work for P-Funk not to smoke blunts.
They will point you in the right direction. Now, why don't we have Christoph do a tune here, and then I guess we'll chat with him and see what makes him tick and see what it's been like being on tour with you.
Pretty sure it's a pacemaker. Because I turned on the microwave this morning and he went out.
Bam! Right down.
Oh, shit.
Well, what do you have for us here?
I don't know. What should I play?
I'd say play Fuck the White People.
Whatever you want to do.
That's my favorite song.
We got microphones all over the place.
All right, well, this one's not definitive of my sound or style, but it's a great song. I actually I wrote this one with a couple of rappers.
Look at that! It's like more 6 degrees.
6 degrees of rap.
From the Southside Crazy Kids, which is actually one of them is Danny Trashville's brother. If you know Danny Trashville.
Oh yeah, I've heard the name.
And so we have this little side project we call the MILF City Soundtrack, and I wrote this song on white people, which I guess I'll play since Rusty loves it.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite. Jason gets to call his favorite song when I'm on stage, then I get to call my favorite song when you're sitting here.
Now, are you singing the backup?
Hell no, I'm here to be entertained.
All you gotta do is yell fuck, man.
Okay, let's do this. I think I can say fuck.
Let's do this. Look, I can say that.
See it on the local news and on the music scene. All these white folks doing the shit that's so obscene. They rape our culture, they call it fashion sense. Make no apologies and show no regrets. Stupidity, it breeds stupidity. You're living proof about the apple and the tree. So come on and let's sing. Come on and help me sing. Fuck all the white people. 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 Come on and let's sing. Fuck all the white people. 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 Come on and let's sing. If your skin is black or brown, them boys in blue will jam.
What was that?
All right, dude. I don't normally do this song. Your skin is black or brown, then boys blue will gun you down. Protesters may catch you around from the so-called heroes of the town. They learned a lesson from Rodney King. You can sue their ass if you're still breathing, so no more old-fashioned ass beatings. They'll shoot to kill you just for speeding. The new Jim Crow is a lack of prison. Divide and conquer the American citizen. Let you back out like you're forgiven just to lock you back up in a crooked system. So come on and let's sing. Come on and help me sing. See, now normally Smack 1 does that verse and it's all like fast. I'm not a fast guy.
Hey.
Fuck all the white people. 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 Come on and let's sing.
Fuck.
Fuck all the white people. 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 Come on and let's sing. Fuck all these white people, they're nothing but crackers. From our Congress to these Hollywood actors. Adopting foreign babies is the latest trend. It's a new trophy to show all of their friends. They want cheap labor, so they hire Mexicans, then get on TV and bash illegal immigrants. So come on and let's sing. Come on and help me sing. And you can also watch the video, which has won 2 awards, by the way, for Best Music Video.
Oh, my God.
Did you see that?
On YouTube. So just type in MILF City White People. Fuck all the 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 white people. Come on and let's sing. Fuck all the white people. 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 Come on and let's sing.
Amazing.
And I really love that song because I feel like he's talking about my family.
Wow.
You know, my mom adopted my sister's half-black kid. And, they got thrown out of church for it.
Got thrown out of church for it.
Wow. I'm kind of like feeling it. I'm like, yeah.
I've been thinking about it a lot ever since, you know, you're wearing all these fuck headdresses on all of your fucking artwork and everything, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to add that to the set list for my tour with this motherfucker.
Yeah,
so this video has won awards.
Yeah, it's been
Tell me about this video.
So far, it's only been in two different film things, and we won Best Music Video on both of them.
Wow.
And the national competitions, like one was in Oklahoma and one was Texas, but we had we went up against all kinds of people. We went up against a Muslim chick in the first one. People from
took her ass down.
Took her ass down. I'm tired of devil taking you. Here we go.
I used some white people tactics on her.
That's right. We use the white people tactics on her. It is the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program today here on AMFM247.com, the official Jiggy Jaguar app, and also Facebook, and let's see what else. Ustream. We're gonna try to do. We're gonna backdoor a way around Ustream because they I don't know what's going on with Ustream. I can't use their desktop producer anymore without paying for it.
Better watch out, you might get poop on your dick.
So I got some issues there. So we're going off of Ustream, off of their website or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You can go to JiggyJaguar.com and watch this live, or watch us on the app. And so, Rusty, what else have you guys been up to?
Been doing shit, man. I've been hanging out in Wichita, trying to score drugs and stuff. And,
well, that's the place to do it.
It's I like Wichita.
It's a place to do it if you're gonna look.
The punk
looking to get into that culture.
Punk Necks dropped me off. They dropped me off on their way to Colorado and go, here, you out here for 3 weeks. Well,
what are they doing? Are they touring in Colorado?
I don't know. I think they just went out there to smoke weed. I mean, I don't think they're actually playing
Well, see, my Sunday radio show co-host Israel went out there to film a music video.
And by music video, I mean, we didn't even take a camera, man.
I know I'm trying to some dates now just because I'm running low on my stash.
I mean,
it's like I'm hoping that I can drive out there and maybe get paid a little.
What you need to do, my buddy Ross, who used to be on the Sunday radio show, and he started doing some stuff with us on Access. But Ross says that the pot clubs are the way to play because they'll pay you and they'll give you pot.
No shit.
I just don't feel good about doing drugs when they're legal. It kind of takes some of the edge off of it.
It takes some of the edge off of it. That's right.
It's like if you make cocaine legal, I probably wouldn't do it anymore.
Well, that's a hell of a that's a hell of a way to get around stuff.
I mean, it's like I think when you're growing up, we only did the things because nobody wanted us to do them. When you got in trouble, it was because your parents didn't want you to do that shit. So I think when you take that stigma away from the drugs and you make it legal, then there's no use to do them anymore.
Well, see, the whole thing about that is they figure, well, if we take it away, if we make it legal and everything, then we can stop the drug dealers and the amateur drug dealers and all this shit. But
they do that. There's I forgot. I was reading
it's safe and it's easier, and the legal stuff is always going to be better than the street drugs.
There was a city in Europe or a country in Europe that legalized. They had vending machines for drugs. And they were like selling.
Imagine when those machines don't give you what you do.
Oh man,
people get a Snickers bar caught and they're beating shit out of this candy.
Imagine when you can't get your fix because it's caught in one of the rollers.
That's right.
You got to buy a double dust.
That's right.
You're out of money. You done robbed everybody to get that one. You spend another 3 days and you come back and it's like that guy in front of you is getting a double dose.
That's right.
I can see that.
Now, Christoph, how do you get hooked up with Mr. Nutz here for this tour? How does this work?
He was drunk.
That's it?
He was drunk, and I said, hey, man.
You need an opener?
I'm fucking sick of Oklahoma. Throw me on some shit. That's pretty much how it went down. He said, yeah, man, I got these dates coming up that are close, and then get me something in Oklahoma. I was like,
I said, man. I figured you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, all I do is sit at home and watch TV with my cat.
So he brought the TV.
See, did he bring the cat?
The TV and the cat are both in that van.
Okay. See, it's not just your dog that gets to go on tour. His cat's going on tour.
You got, like I said, I think the main thing about having an animal on tour is that, like, if you get really hard up, you got something to eat.
Well,
and that's like the reality of the thing. It's like,
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else, and then you said, "Oh, eat," and I'm like, okay.
Well, you know what?
Man, I love eating pussy, but I ain't never gonna eat my cat.
I tell you what, man, I ain't never met a dog didn't like peanut butter.
That's a hell of a deal. Now, Christoph, have you guys run into any weird things on tour, or any weird people or
Oh, always.
and one of them's name is JV Filling Station.
Uh-oh.
Mr. JV.
There's got to be a story behind this.
Oh my God! The last show was so weird when we all got together. Fucking
In
JV's
Norman.
Filling Station was sober.
I
was sober.
couldn't believe that.
Danny Trashville was sober. The Punk Necks were sober-ish. It was like
sober-ish.
the most sober show I've ever
Well,
seen. When we all get together, we're all usually fucking high and drunk.
JV went on before we did, and he usually goes on after us and is completely smashed. It was. I told him, I said, that was the first time I've ever seen you that you were good. I'm just joking.
I think he played second. He played right after me this time,
yeah.
and Danny played after him.
Yeah.
We switched it all up from our usual.
It was
rotation.
really good. We really crushed Norman down there.
It's been going well. When we all get together, nobody shows up to the fucking shows that the Punk Necks aren't on. But every time we all get together, it gets a real good crowd.
We just ride coattails on in.
That is awesome.
You know, I told Jason, I said, he goes, we were talking about why I was touring with him and stuff, and I go, dude, it's better for me to come from somewhere than to come out of nowhere, man. Like, I'd rather be a punk neck than to be this guy that's singing songs about fucking, you know, and that's really cool. Jason and Polly have been really good to us and giving us an outlet. You know, when I first got on the road, nobody would book me because I was singing songs about fucking, and She Was Tender and Truck Stop Rape Shack and shit like that. Nobody would book me. Jason goes, man, I fucking get you booked. If they can handle my mouth, they can handle your songs. It's kind of been, you know, I'm kind of sad to get off the road with him for a little bit because it was such a powerhouse with his mouth and my songs. We were just ripping people apart left and right. You know,
hey, I'll tell you, when you guys did that first show here in Hutch, that was a hell of a deal.
Yeah, I think so. You know,
Bill hijacked my question, man.
You see, I've been learning from Jason. Real good.
You're sitting in the chair.
I was like, I distinctly remember him saying Christoph, and then
all of a sudden it just shifted back over.
All right, next time I come in, I get the chick.
It's a power chair.
It's a power chair. Well, Russ, do you want to do a song?
I can, but I think Christoph needs to talk a little bit more.
Okay.
No.
Well, so how did you get into music? How do you end up getting into the whole music scene?
I've been doing music. I was around it growing up. My cousin was Merle Kilgore, songwriter, and so I'm always around it. And he was always on the phone talking to me, giving me props, tell me, you know,
that's
hey,
cool.
blah, blah, even though you're just doing this garage metal band and everything, it's really cool, blah, 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 you know. So, you know, always giving me some positive vibes. And so I've been hanging around on the local scene since I was like 15 or 16. And then I just started, I toured and stuff for a little bit, do my solo stuff off and on here and there. Never as hardcore as the Punk Necks, but I'll go out for a little here and there. But I'm also, you know, I hate people, and I like my couch and my TV and my cat, so it's hard for me to stay out for long periods.
So you don't have bad experiences basically of, well, you know, we played this show and we got ripped off, or we played this show and there was 5 people in the audience. You don't stay out long.
No, that's happened, but I did I think my longest I did 3 months on the left coast.
Yeah.
And
did you say the left coast?
The left coast.
The left coast. That's right.
I went to Oklahoma public school. Expect me to know the difference between east and west?
I call it America T, 200.
The left coast and the right coast. But I did like 3 months on the left coast, and you know, there's a couple times where, you know, shit fell through, or they ended up not paying me, or they paid me a lot less than they said. But it didn't matter. It was always fun.
Yeah.
And you know, that just means you stay somewhere longer sometimes and try and get some extra money before
there you go.
Off, you know.
So do you have merch and all that when you?
Yeah. Right now I'm out.
Because I got a button from you.
Yeah. Right now I'm out of CDs. all out of print, and I'm broke. So,
Well,
ChristophMurdoch@gmail.com. Feel free to feel free to PayPal me some money, and I will gladly make some more merch. But I've still got some record left and some posters and
that's cool.
Buttons.
That's
and,
cool.
I don't know, maybe a couple other things. I don't remember what I fucking threw in there.
Now, Russ, what do you have for us here, sir?
Well, I don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet.
Really figured it out.
Just kind of going with the way we go. I mean, I really wanted to do a follow-up song to his White People tune, but I'm really torn between what it is. But let's see. I'm gonna do a gospel tune that I like to do. I think I played it last time I was here. It's actually my favorite, like, because when I was a kid, you know, my mom, she goes, I turned 16, she goes, I know I've been making you play with dolls and learning how to sew and shit, so now it's time to go up to Detroit with your uncle and see if you're gay. And so she said,
wow.
So,
wow.
And so
that's a hell of a deal.
Yeah, and I go, are you serious, Mom? She goes, yeah, go up there and take your... My uncle was one of the longest living AIDS patients in Detroit, and he was blind, gay, and had AIDS, and he liked a black dick. So I'd take him to the black male strip club in Canada, and that's that was my initial thing. Was I went up there with him, and he goes, you ever seen Canada before? And I go, no. He goes, well, you ain't gonna see it like this again. He took me to a gay strip club where I spent for about an hour and a half describing people's wieners and shit to him until he could get the bone medicine he went there for. This was back in the 90s, like the late 90s. But this was before, like, Viagra and all that shit. It was legal or even thought about in the U.S. He was smuggling it in his butt back in the United States from the strip club in Detroit. And so he had a geriatric gay choir that he sang. He said, why don't you write us an equality song? And I said, all right. So I wrote this for him later on in life, and it's a little gospel tune. I don't think he ever got to sing with him, but I thought it was funny. And then later on, I realized that my sister was a Craigslist whore, and so I had to write another verse for her. You know, it came out to the family, and I said, you know what? I go, I could get you off your back and on your feet with just a little webcam. She said, I'm too good for that.
Get you back on your feet.
She said, I'm too good for that. So I wrote this song. It's called Black, White, or Gay, Jesus Don't Give a Fuck. Well, Jesus is my friend and he helps me every day, but he don't care if you're black, white, or gay. Well, despite what you thought, yeah, it's really not your fault, 'cause Jesus, he loves you anyway. We're black, white, or gay, we're black, white, or gay. Jesus, he don't give a fuck. Well, you're hanging with them hippies or you're finger deep in some dude's butt. Jesus, he don't give a fuck. Oh, whether you're colored or you're stark raven white, or you're hanging with them faggots on that lower east side. Well, listen up, my friend, let me tell you in the end, yeah, Jesus, he don't give a fuck. We're black, white, or gay, we're black, white, or gay. Jesus, he don't give a fuck. We're hanging with them hip or your finger deep in some slut. Jesus, he don't give a fuck. And I think it would be really amazing to see a big geriatric choir sing this at some like convention down at a town hall or maybe the American Legion.
We need to set that up.
16 abortions your lead mother had, and you're the one that's left tell that tell you fucking whore. Well, she might be a hooker that spent her life in jail, but I guarantee you won't see her in hell. Well, you're black, white, or gay. Well, you're black, white, or gay. Jesus, he don't give a fuck. Well, you're hanging with them hippies, or you're finger deep in some old big fat slut. Jesus, he don't give a fuck. Yellow Jesus, he don't give a fuck. That's how I used to sing it down there at my church in North Carolina at the Free Will Baptist Church, first on the Hill Zionist relation with God.
That's a hell of a deal. We are live on iHeartRadio, Facebook, Ustream, the official Jiggy Jaguar app available in the App Store, JiggyJaguar.us, Christoph, and of course, Rusty Nutz.
iHeart on radio.
Pretty much. It is a hell of a deal today.
Oh, if they're looking me up on the iTunes and all that shit, it's
yes.
Christoph Murdoch.
Christoph Murdoch.
Yes.
Not to be confused with, he's not related to professional wrestler Trevor Murdoch.
I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Or Gravedigger.
Or Gravedigger.
Are they white? I'm not related.
No way.
No, they're white. I'm not related.
Gravedigger drove the truck, didn't he? That was a truck.
Yeah, Gravedigger was a monster truck.
Okay. I don't know professional wrestling. Ever since, Sting was jerking off Ric Flair, I got out at that point.
Do you know Dukes of Hazzard?
I do know Dukes of Hazzard.
You know what's hilarious? I got to do my Dukes of Hazzard story. This will get me even in more trouble with them. We met them we went to the Comic-Con, Kansas City Comic-Con.
Did you meet Cooter?
2 weeks ago. And
Tom
Wopat and Schneider, John Schneider were there.
Yeah.
And they
John Schneider released the country album.
This is the thing. And this is the thing. They were hoping and praying that people were going to talk to them about their music. John Schneider has a movie production studio in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Tom Wopat has a bluegrass CD. And they were all about talking about this. They really could care less about people talking about Dukes of Hazzard. And I'm like, what? Do you realize that's why people came to see you?
I mean, you don't go see Jenna Jameson to talk about her political beliefs.
So, they were like, what's funny is that John Schneider's agent or manager or whatever looked like Richard Dreyfuss. Swear to God it was Richard Dreyfuss. Well, I had my press pass and everything, went up to him, and I was like, hey, I want to do an interview with John Schneider. And he's like, he's not here to do interviews. He's here to talk to the fans. And he was kind of a dick to people. I'm like, why is he such a dick? Well, then later on I found out why.
It was Richard Dreyfuss.
It might have been. I find out later that he had to be a dick because John Schneider is a nice dude. And he would have given away the whole fucking store. Because at one point there was this booth there where these people had made these costumes for kids in wheelchairs. And so there was a kid that was dressed up like the frickin' General Lee. And John Schneider seen him. Awesome. John Schneider seen him. He's like, I got to get a photo with you, man. I got to get a selfie with you. And so he's sitting there and he's doing all this. And he's like, we got to get back to the booth, John. Got to get back to the booth.
Quit riding around on the back of this kid's wheelchair.
I've noticed.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
He's going to give away the store, and you're not going to make your $40.
He's the kind of guy that goes into the whorehouse to get a blowjob and ends up giving 3 hand jobs.
You know, I toured around doing comic conventions and stuff for a little while.
Yeah.
I was working for the Stan Lee Foundation,
doing
their booth, and I've noticed most of everybody's handlers are kind of assholes.
Yeah,
and Mark Texera, comic book artist.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going out fucking drinking one night, and we're gonna bring James O'Barr with us. From the Crow.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And fucking Then somehow James O'Barr's handler found out. It was like, fuck, no. He's all like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm not allowed to go out tonight.
Well, like Billy D. Williams was at this convention.
Oh, his handler is a dick.
He's a huge fucking dick.
I hate that guy.
He was also the handler for, I think, Barbara Eden from I Dream of Jeannie.
Oh, wow.
Because we went to Planet Comic-Con, and then we went to Kansas City Comic-Con. It was the same guy, and I'm like, I've seen this guy before. And what's funny is...
That guy is an asshole every time I've ever met him.
Yeah. When Billy D. Williams did a panel, and the microphone was... They were having problems or something. And he jumps off stage with his mic, and he's like, well, since the sound people can't get their shit together, I'm going to have to go out here and everything. And he was sitting there, and after they came over and got everything worked out, he goes, did we get everything worked out? Okay, you're not as worthless as I thought you were.
Oh,
he jumps back on stage, and I'm like, holy crap, this guy's an asshole.
You know, he won't even let Billy D. get for charity.
Yeah.
Not even for the charities.
Yeah.
And he's like, you've got to bring all this proof and this and that and the other. You got to bring like 10,000 page folder full shit to give him.
Yeah.
He'll let Billy D. sign. He'll let Billy D. sign one item.
Yeah.
One item. And that's it. Yeah. After you go through all this trouble.
That's so weird, you know, like if I ever had a handler, they'd be getting like holding my drugs and my money. You know,
I think if I had a handler, I'd let him hold my dick.
It's
well, and there's some of them, like he met the original Tinkerbell, the Margaret Carey, I think, and she was the original. She was I guess she was the Disney Tinkerbell. They looked at her and drew Tinkerbell, and her manager, nicest guy in the world. He was just like,
she didn't hold business.
Well, that too. She was hawking a book and all this stuff, but I mean, yeah, Billy D. Williams' guy is a super dick.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I wonder, like, if he's still sponsored by Colt 45. You know, like
I was trying to get close enough to it, ask him, brother.
I'm trying to be.
Yeah, you can't even ask him.
You can't get near him. You can't get near him.
He should have took that selfie stick and went around his shoulder.
You know what's funny about that?
After we got all this stuff and got him to sign just the one piece for charity, then dude flipped out for me trying to take a picture of him signing it.
What?
Yeah.
And let's see who else was there. Wopat Schneider, the original. They had all sorts of just. It's just like, who are these people? Why are they at these conventions? That's like they had when we went to Planet Comic Con. Stan Lee was there, and man, Stan Lee is not doing well.
Is he got a handler?
He's got all sorts of people hanging out with him.
He's got a guy that's got to repeat everything because
he's got a crew.
He's got himself a crew. Yeah, because they did the Q&A, and they had Stan Lee sitting up there, and they had this woman sitting next to him. And then they would have people come up and ask questions, and they would ask questions, and then she'd lean over, and she's like, and then he would respond. And it was...
He's deaf as shit.
Yeah. They did a deal where someone asked him what his favorite cameo was. And he turned around and said, well, it was when I was in the Thor movie. And he was talking about that.
He said Werther's Originals.
Well, then 5 questions later, some other kid asked him, and he changed the answer. And I'm like, yep. we got some problems.
I think your favorite would be Deadpool since he got to be in the strip club.
He don't even remember that one. You just propped him up on that one.
And then, let's see, who else? Oh, George Takei, Sulu.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't know if he's a dick or if his people are dicks. Because we got in line to try to get an interview with him and everything. The handler comes out and they go, if you're in this line, if you're not prepared to spend $60, get out of it now.
Oh, wow.
We're like, oh, okay.
That sounds like a theme park ride. Do I at least get to give him a hand job? Shit.
So
Sulu giving out hand jobs here. Come on, it's $60.
So there was like people constantly like going over near the booth and he would sign an autograph and look up and look at the person, and there would be people taking selfies with him over their shoulder, like, I got my picture with George Takei, and I didn't need to give him 6.
That's what I'm saying. You just get one of them selfie sticks, and they look up, you just stick it over their shoulder.
That's a hell of a deal. But yeah, we ran into people that apparently there's this R2D2 club, and they build R2 units.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen these people?
Okay.
They're badass looking.
Yeah.
And they actually roll around.
They roll around, and they said that anything that's done in the movies, they can do. They had a guy who he figured out a way to slingshot a lightsaber out of the back of the R2 unit, and he was like, yeah, he when he was doing his tests, he put a couple holes in his roof, but he got it figured out.
He must have been on that West Texas Investors.
They said there's a woman in Vegas who's doing a thing called the $1 Million Droid, and it's gold plated, the outside of it, and she's gluing individual jewels onto the. I'm like, you got a lot of money, honey.
Too much.
Too much money.
And too much time. I want to meet the man that gave you that alimony.
That's right. Rusty Nutz in studio tonight. Him and Christoph Murdoch are going to be in good old Rusty Needle.
I only use it when I have to.
Rusty Needle with Rusty Nutz.
Now, with all this Star Wars talk, I've been getting into this.
Yes.
Do you remember C-3PO having a silver leg?
I think so.
In all the movies, I've been watching this stuff on the Mandela Effect. Have you seen any of that shit?
No.
I've been on the YouTube kick, right? They got
On
this,
the YouTube kick.
They got this particle collider over there in Switzerland. They've been colliding molecules and atoms.
Colliding molecules.
And they're saying that it's changing the space-time continuum. Like we're on a different thing. Like Febreze used to be spelled different. C-3PO's leg wasn't silver. And they said Mandela has died a couple of times. Last week when what's his name? Just
Trump?
died. No. Just died. Died. Hear no evil, see no.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder died 3 years ago, man. Nobody.
See, this is the thing. I thought he'd been dead a while.
Exactly. And they say it's this Mandela effect that keeps spinning us out of control. They say Muhammad Ali had already died like 4 times.
Well, that's the thing. I thought Ali died at one point.
Yeah, I did too.
And then all of a sudden, they're like, "Oh, Muhammad Ali passed away." I'm like, "What?
What? No, he's been dead."
I thought he died. And I thought Gene Wilder died a couple years ago.
I remember somebody saying it was a hoax way back then.
Right.
But,
yeah.
But I thought Ali was already dead.
Yeah, they said the YouTube said that Muhammad Ali has died 4 times. I'd like to talk
He's
to
the
his
greatest.
He keeps coming back and floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee, and dying once every 4 years, like the Winter Olympics.
That's right. It's like the Olympics.
Comic book universe. They always die.
That's right.
Actually, he was. I have a Superman versus Muhammad Ali comic.
Superman versus Muhammad Ali.
And guess who won?
John Cena.
That's the second time he died.
Kick attitude. Well, we've
like
got
a damn cat.
That's right. Well, we've got time for one more. You guys want to team up on one?
We haven't done anything together yet.
No.
I think
Are we talking about like reach arounds or something?
Well, Christoph, what, since you haven't been here before, I'll let you do the last song.
I got to save up my energy for tonight.
Do you want to hear an Oklahoma song or a Jesus song?
Whatever you want to do, brother.
Keep it with the Jesus and hating white people theme.
Let's keep it with.
If we're gonna keep it with the Jesus one, then I got to mention I did co-write this one instead of it being all mine, like most of my stuff. Some asshole named Danny Trashville that I'm friends with helped me write this one. He got mad at me because in an interview somewhere somebody misquoted me, and he was just my hometown buddy. He's fucking amazing. He's a great guitar player, great singer, great songwriter, way better than I am.
He was a hometown buddy, not an asshole. And he didn't like it. He didn't like it when you don't call him an asshole on the radio.
And he doesn't like this song because I do it too seriously.
Wow, really?
Well, Jesus is a serious thing.
Jesus is very
Come on,
serious.
Jiggy. We all know that.
Especially in this town. We got on every fucking corner.
Jesus, Lord and Savior, please forgive me what I've done. Praise Jesus, Lord and Savior, forgive me of the wicked things that I've done. Well, I'm in hell with nowhere to run. If I deserve some pity, well, you know that I'd get none. And I've been judged since the day I was reborn. Out on the crossroads where I learned these here chords. That old leg bug, he took me by the hand. Then he showed me what he called the promised land. He said I could have it all if I just paid my dues. Well, how's that know that I was only being used? Praise Jesus, Lord and Savior, please forgive me what I've done. Praise Jesus, Lord and Savior, forgive me of the wicked things that I've done. I traveled this land playing my guitar, been running from the devil, but I never get too far. If I could only see the light with these eyes of mine, I'd make my way a different path and I'd learn to walk the line. Honky tonks and all night bars, sweating neon lights. Well, I can't help but wonder, is it really worth the price? Yeah, I count my demons and the error of my ways. Well, I'll keep on playing my way back into grace. Praise Jesus, Lord and Savior, please forgive me what I've done. Praise Jesus, Lord and Savior, forgive me of the wicked things that I've done. Praise Jesus, Lord and Savior, please forgive me what I've done. Praise Jesus, my Lord and Savior, please forgive me of the wicked things that I've done.
That's a hell of a deal.
I love that we talk about Jesus and hand jobs in the same sentences. I was just sitting here thinking about that.
Know.
And I go, that's a great song, and I'd love to get head to it.
That's just how things go here.
I wish there was a Christian whorehouse somewhere around the corner. I'd be there.
Oh,
right
you'd be right there, baby.
I would be the brokest some bitch on the planet if there was a Christian whorehouse. I would be like, fuck, I can't make money fast enough for you to take it.
I tried to get into Christian